Hello, welcome to Grasp of Avarice Dungeon Guide from the Bungie 30th Anniversary DLC. So to open up this dungeon, you need to go to Shahan and the Cosmodrome. You have a quest there to pick up, and that is how you'll unlock the dungeon to be able to select it in the Director and the Cosmodrome. I recommend weapons like Risk Runner for this, obviously Protective Light, Taking Charge, normal stuff like that. Risk Runner is really good because there's a lot of Fallen if you're having trouble surviving all the arc damage. As far as the dungeon itself, it leads to a lot of different builds you could use in this, so we'll go through some of the mechanics. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot and helps get this video out to other people. So when you first start, you'll be loaded right into the Cosmodrome, and you'll be told to go investigate the loot cave. So in this loot cave, it's going to introduce you to the first mechanic that you'll see throughout this dungeon, and that is the burdened by riches. So killing these certain enemies will drop these engrams, which will make you burdened by riches. You'll see in the bottom left of your screen. If that timer reaches 0, you will die. Every time you pick up another one, it'll reset the timer, give you ×3, ×4, and so on. Do not shoot the crystal, it does nothing. So how do I get rid of the timer and get rid of these engrams? Just stand by the crystal and they will slowly deposit into the crystal, which will open up the way here. Once that way is open, you'll drop down. There's a short platforming section with some enemies. Watch out for the Shrieker and some ranged attacks here. You're just going to work your way through to the first little puzzle that comes up. Once you're inside the room, there's a door. It looks like you should go that way with arrows in it, but it's locked. So when you open up this first door on the right, do not walk straight in like this. You will die. The door on the right of it, also death. So what you want to do is when you open this door, there is a little pad right there. You want to jump over it. It's a little pressure plate that makes the spikes come out. Then you'll be able to hit the lever on the other side. You're going to run through here, jump to the other side, and then you should be able to see underneath the platform that falls, there is a little room down here. Inside here, there'll be a switch. Once you activate that switch, that opens up all the big doors on the outside where you just came. So you're going to go back the way you came into this room, hop up on these boxes, and you'll see these pipes are now open up here at the top. And you'll want to go to the one that's on the back right. And you'll jump up here. You're gonna jump up on the box again. There is a spike plate right there. Watch out for that. I died a lot to spike plates. I died quite a lot. You're gonna go ahead and move on from here. These do break away, so be careful of that. Just a easy jump over them, you're good to go. You'll have another switch up here. This will open the door. This section is basically just going into the open rooms, killing the enemies, flipping the switch to open another door, in which you're going to do the same thing. Staying aware of pressure plates that are in these rooms that do have spikes come out and will kill you. But the switches are usually on the back wall here. You can see the one right here in this room. Right there. See, I re-switched the switch, so we had to redo this switch because I hit it after someone had already hit it. And then I got killed by the spikes. Those spikes. But once you've hit the switches, you'll open up this back door with another switch. A lot of switches. Flipping the switch will open the big door on the very end. You'll then be able to use the platforms to jump across and through that door. If you found out a better way to do that section, let me know in the comments, because I feel like maybe there's a faster way to explain that. Let me know. This next section, you're basically going to go to each section that has a wizard and kill the enemies, and again, you're flipping the switch to open up the next set of doors to kill the wizard and the enemies. There is a chest in this room up on one of the towers here, but I didn't get anything but glimmer from it. Once you flip all these switches, you'll get an enemy that will spawn that should have a scorch hammer. We'll kill that enemy, and this will introduce you to the next mechanic of the dungeon, which is shooting the scorch cannon at these fallen charge pods, we'll call them. And they activate things. So in this case, it's going to open this door for us so we can go on through. This is a big part of the next encounter we're going to come up to. There's a big falling box that comes down these stairs, so make sure you use this little side covers to get away from that, or it will kill you. Lots of trolley spots in here. As you move on, watch out for that spiky. There's a collectible back there, but the way through is up and through the boxes here. And on to our mini boss, an ogre. So what we want to do here is once we jump over, there'll be some ads. They are going to drop those engrams like we did before. And so we want to collect those engrams and place them in the crystal located at the front of the boss room. The other mechanic is with the scorch cannon. So someone's going to need to shoot the scorch cannon to open up the doors to kill more enemies, because there won't be enough enemies out in the room to get all the engrams. Once you've collected, I'd say maybe 40 engrams is what it felt like, and deposit them at the crystal at the front of the room here, you'll get a message at the bottom left, and the music will change, letting you know the boss is damageable. And the boss also becomes a lot more aggressive and just starts throwing a tantrum around the whole room, so be aware of that. Boss will chase you like crazy. Do this as many times, rinse and repeat as you need to get the boss down. We did it in 3 phases, not really trying to be optimized or anything, just kind of playing through it. Then you're on to the Sparrow section. So the key part of this is hitting the extra timer spots, which I'll show you in this video. If you follow my path, you should hit all the ones, at least all the ones you need. So there's one here I just ran over. You're gonna Sparrow to A. There's one up here on the left. Right there. These give you more time. If you're out of time, you die, you wipe. All right, we hit B over here on the right, go through this little tunnel and hit the one right there. Stop at C. There's one up here on this ramp. And I think there was one over to the left. I'm not sure. That was the path that we took. That got us through. Now on to more Scorch Cannon fun. So this section relies big on Scorch Cannon. So what you want to do is get your hands on a Scorch Cannon, and this will allow you to charge the little fallen pods we were talking about to launch yourself. You can rotate this cannon to where you want to go. So you have to be standing on the plate when the cannon goes off on the pod, or it won't take you. So with Scorch Cannons, you can click and hold and wait for the charge. So if you're by yourself, if you're doing it, charge the shot, wait till you're on the pad, and then let go of the button for shooting. So find yourself an island that has a servitor on it, like there you see up at the top, and some enemies. You're going to be killing these enemies, and they're going to drop the engrams. Surprise! And so the same mechanic works here. We're going to be killing enemies, collecting engrams, and then in the middle room, there is one of those crystals where we will drop off the engrams. And this will drop the shield of that servitor so we can kill it. Once the servitor is down, we're going to roll it over to the launch pad. And we're going to make sure we point the cannon at the big thing in the middle. You'll notice there are little spots that glow with the orange on that big air balloon looking thing in the middle. And so we want to line that up so we can shoot the servitor like a cannonball and blow that up. You're going to do that 3 more times. So you're just going to find your way through looking for the servitor and just launching yourself in that appropriate direction. Once you've done that and they're all dead, you're going to go to the middle and point your cannon launcher up at the middle. And you'll go up, up, up into the middle air balloon looking thing. This will take us to the boss fight. The boss fight again will feature the engrams and the crystals, and also the Scorch Cannon bad guy dropping the Scorch Cannon that we're going to use. So once you've picked up a Scorch Cannon, on the rings in the middle of the map, there are more of those fallen pods. Oh, and the water kills you, by the way. Kills you real hard. Once you charge the pod and one of those rings, these totally not Master Chief pods will drop you some engrams. You're going to collect those engrams and take them to the middle like we've normally been doing. There is a yellow bar, 2 yellow bar Shank and a yellow bar Vandal character in the middle with the boss. The Vandal does drop engrams, the Shank does not, and the Shank is tanky, so watch out for that guy. There are 2 yellow bars with the boss in the middle. Once you've dropped about 40 motes into the middle, or engrams, you will be able to damage the boss. He kind of just stands up here on this platform when you do that. So you have time to sit there and burn. We 2-phased him without even really trying too hard. So he wasn't too bad at all. Do all these things, and you will complete the dungeon, get the sweet loot. From taking a look, it doesn't look like you can farm this dungeon, so keep that in mind. If you want to get additional loot each week, you have to run it on a different character. If you have any questions on any of the encounters, let me know. Have a great day.